and find out what we were asking you this morning. So here we go. Following reports suggesting that DA Chief Whip John Steenhuisen does not possess post-matric qualifications, do you think Parliament should introduce minimum educational requirements to be an MP or for MPs? I don't know. There you go. Big hoo-ha on Twitter. I was trying to follow it yesterday. I try to stay off social media as much as I can over the weekend because it really can consume you, and you sort of...
It certainly does.
It's awful. So I kind of catch up just before I'm about to come. And I was trying to go through Steenhuisen. What did he do wrong? And then I realized it's got something to do with his qualifications, and he's only got a matric. Is that what the whole... Was that the story? Something along those lines.
That was the story, and you know, people calling out the DA, saying the DA is guilty of double standards.
Yeah. Well, they make a lot of noise, but you know, we need to look at what noise are they making. Are they making noise about positions that need qualifications, or are they making noise about nothing? So maybe we need to step back and have a look at the conversation and say, well, I remember at the SABC they made a big noise about the former chairperson
Ellen Shabalala.
Ellen, also about Claudia Motswaneng, and all of those individuals had, you know, big attacks from the DA. But I think that there are minimum requirements, and it is in a job profile what you should and shouldn't have.
But well, we do know for politicians they don't really need any formal qualification.
Is that right, though? Should that be the case?
But this is what we're asking.
Okay, there you go.
That's exactly what we're asking.
Let's not hear from Sakina. Let's hear from you, rather. What do you think?
We'll reserve our opinions to when you give us yours.
Great, awesome. I look forward to hearing that one. It's going to be an interesting one. Okay, these are the big stories to follow today.
And then the Commission of Inquiry into allegations of state capture, that will resume today with former GCIS head Mzwanele Manyi expected to face cross-examination following his testimony last week.
Lobby group AfriForum heads to court to challenge the legality of the report by the Joint Constitutional Review Committee that'll give effect to land expropriation without compensation.
Also, 3 men expected to appear in the High Court in Makanda for rhino poaching related charges. The suspects were found in possession of an illegally freshly harvested rhino horn in 2016.
Okay, let's take a look now at what's been trending on Twitter over the weekend.
The rage.
And obviously this morning. So yeah, this is where you catch up on everything. Okay, Crown Gospel Awards, that was a big one. That was held last night.
Yeah, last night?
Yeah, last night. I unfortunately, again, I didn't follow it, but apologies. But I know that this is one of the most highly anticipated evenings. It's a massive event. And did you watch it by any chance? Did you follow it at all?
No, I watched bits and pieces of it, but as you say, this is a big one, and SABC2 was broadcasting this live last night.
Yeah, so there you go. That was it, and I'm sure that you were watching, and hopefully all your favorites won last night. So that was the big Crown Gospel Awards. Next one, Steenhuisen. He was trending, and I think we've chatted about why. All about all to do with qualifications, and that's a question we're asking you as well. That's John Steenhuisen. And then Telkom knockout. Should we rub the salt into the wound now, or maybe later?
See, I knew that my team was not in good form going into this one, but damn, what are we going to do with Kaizer Chiefs, man?
I don't know. You know, don't let them play Orlando Pirates
at the moment.
Find them another team to play that they can actually beat.
We need to find some players.
Or maybe find them another team that they can beat. I quite like that line.
Really?
Orlando Pirates are just too good for
You're
them.
really just going in there, aren't you?
I am. I'm just rubbing it in.
And Telkom also, Baroka and Wits, they also played. Yeah. And again, upset there by Baroka on the day. And it's going to be an interesting one because they beat Sundowns in the previous round, in the quarterfinals. So, absolutely great there.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, look at the celebration.
Yeah, I can see that. For a second there, I was like, wow, what's happened on the field? And then I realized this is major celebrations taking place. Beautiful. All right, there you go. So that's the reason why Telkom Knockout was trending, and in a beautiful way. Now, moving on to international trending. Big topic was Brexit. Brexit is a massive talking point at the moment. And I think the news over the weekend basically was that 27 European Union leaders just took under 40 minutes to officially endorse Theresa May's Brexit plan. So Brexit is going ahead. It is happening. And, you know, it's lots of comments coming from every single direction. But now there's demands for TV debates. And they're saying that Jeremy Corbyn would relish a head-to-head debate with Theresa May about her botched Brexit deal, following a report in the Telegraph suggesting that the Prime Minister would challenge the opposition leader to a TV Brexit debate. So, yeah, we haven't heard
in aid of what?
Now, it's
because
happening.
As it stands, they have now ratified that withdrawal agreement per se. So in aid of what?
What's the point? What is the point now? They've come this far. So, yeah. Anyway, and then finally, National Prayer Day. That was yesterday at the F&B Stadium. It was packed to the rafters. We had it in the news. Different religious leaders, but I think very much so dominated by ZCC supporters. It looked like that from where I was watching, and it just was a day of prayer. And it was again also broadcast on SABC 2. And yeah, that's pretty much so your trending topics.
Yep, that's been what's been trending. But now it's a Monday morning, people heading out to try and make their way to